Probably 5 sheets to the wind. She's not ayahuasca.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Shadow and Sun Show, and welcome to episode 3 of Mission to Mars, one of the chapters in our Traveler 2525 saga. Thank you again, George, for the sneak peek preview thumbnail. Probably won't be something we'll actually use until next week, but what the heck? What's up, Hungar? Freaking king of the nerds, calling nerds nerds.
Nerd.
Yeah, you gotta get Hungar in one of these episodes, even if it's just for a cameo. Just come in out of the blue, just being himself. You know,
So he'll run in, scream nerds, and then he'll run back out.
yeah, probably. What's up, Dean? I'm gonna do this. So we're just waiting for Raven to get her narrow ass in the show. I just sent her a couple of messages. She said she'd be here, but uh, early is on time. On time is late. But hello, everyone. Remember to bully Justin by withholding food. Justin or Nettie? Can it be both?
It's not food generally for me. It's just pizza. And I plan on doing that myself.
Going on a diet?
Pizza's expensive, man.
Do you have a
You know-
Sam's or Costco?
Yeah, Costco, but it's not the same.
Oh, really?
It's,
Are you getting like artisanal pizza, handcrafted by?
you can't tell the difference?
I don't care. It was my first word. I've eaten literally tens of thousands of slices of pizza, and I can't, other than one.
Yeah, but that was only this month.
Other than one restaurant when I was younger than Jack, called Firehouse Pizza, that no longer exists, hasn't existed for probably almost 50 years. I can't think of a pizza that's knocked my socks off. Mind you, I kid you not. I swear to God, when before they cooked the pizza, you could see them, behind the glass, and I swear it must have been an inch thick in cheese before they even started with the toppings.
Yeah.
Have you ever
That
had
was
Papa
the
Murphy's?
No,
I recommend.
Right
Justin won't agree because you have to cook it yourself.
gotcha. I don't mind doing stuff like that.
But I much prefer it because it I won't say it tastes like homemade pizza. Homemade pizza always tastes better, but it tastes closer to homemade than even getting it from like Papa Murphy than
Okay.
getting it from Pizza Hut or Domino's.
Yeah. Dean, I do the same thing with the frozen pizzas I buy because
Way better than that.
yeah. But I mean, when it's a weekday night and we've only got a short amount of time between Jackie getting home and me having to do a show or a game, I'll just throw in a couple of frozen pizzas and he's a kid. He's going to be hungry in another hour. So what difference does it make? But we
Hot
had
pockets are usually given that treatment around here.
Yeah, we finally barbecued out on the grill, and it was freaking fantastic. But I was like,
Steaks?
no, just burgers.
Burgers?
Yeah,
You
but
can do a roast on the grill.
yeah,
You
not a big roast guy. But
Oh.
like I make my hamburgers identical,
Yeah,
whether
yeah.
they're like on the stovetop or on the barbecue, and they shrunk like big
the
time.
thing with roast is you need to get like the cheap meat that's normally tough when you do a roast,
Uh,
and roast that shit up, glaze it nice and good, soak the flavors in there, Then get yourself about $100 deli slicer from fucking Amazon,
Uh-huh.
and the lunch meat you will have will be perfect
You
and
you and you and the,
bountiful.
you and the deli slicer, man.
He's
Man,
not
the deli
wrong.
slicer is a godsend.
Yeah, yeah.
Shadow,
Does it
as
work
soon
on
as you
does it work on like onions?
yes,
Of course it does.
Okay, okay.
It's a deli
as
slicer.
soon as
What?
as soon as you've used a deli slice, you're like, how have I ever lived without this?
Yes.
That's okay. Well, no,
And
because
and
onions fall apart, if you're not careful.
and do you eat sandwiches?
Not very often.
Oh, okay. Do you like lunch meat?
Eh,
Do you like money?
pastrami.
Do, you can get the pastrami, the full fucking pastrami. Right? It'll seem pricier because you're buying it all at once.
Right.
But you put that thing through the slicer when you need it, and you don't slice more than you need, and
I have to look
you'll
into
save a
that.
fucking fortune.
Hmm.
I have to look into that. Because I'm looking into another freezer, which would make three, and a an ice maker and
Well,
something else.
you can get that ice maker hooked right up to that freezer unit built in.
Hmm.
Uh,
You just gotta run water to it,
yeah. Well,
and,
this
and
one's the kind that makes crunchy ice,
yeah,
which
yeah. You can get that. That's usually a setting. They usually have
uh,
a button for
yeah,
that.
uh, our freezers are. I'd have to get the separate unit or replace the refrigerator, one of the refrigerators I have now, and that's not in my budget. Not
How
even
the
close.
how did how many people are you feeding, man?
Just the four.
Justin, you
He's
remember being
stockpiling human bodies.
you remember being a teenager, right? Oh wait, you never stopped eating like one. Never mind.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
shush.
He's actually skipping breakfast for Lent, which is wrong on so
No,
many
no.
levels. But
Well, the bacon. But
right, but
it's not technically wrong. You can do that. It's fun. But
yeah, no,
bacon.
no. It's just it's one of the few times I get to hang out with him is at breakfast.
Hmm.
So
I don't even know
Yeah.
what Lent is. I've heard of people. Oh, I gave it this for Lent. It's like, what is so?
it's the 40 days prior to Easter.
Oh,
Yeah. You're supposed to
It's time
stop doing addictive things during that
yeah,
time period.
Yeah.
oh,
to bring oneself closer to God, and uh, which is weird because I gave up bacon, which was a religious experience. So uh,
hey! Anybody who says bacon is not a gift from God is wrong.
The
right,
Muslims and the Jews.
shit. This water bottle is about to explode all over me.
Oh,
So I freeze them and I
not the
try to
first
leave
time.
enough. I try to leave enough room for the expansion, but I guess I didn't this time.
Yeah, that happens.
All right, Raven, you better get your butt in here. There's only so much procrastinating and stalling I can do.
Is
You
Omen
muted
coming?
Justin if you were trying to say something.
No, I was muted intentionally.
That's
Okay.
probably her. Omen is still out of town. He will be here next week.
I
So
won't
I
be.
will be playing the part of Omen. Raven, welcome to the show.
Hi, couldn't find the
Lovely
link.
as ever. Let's.
Yeah.
How you
That is a
doing?
bull-faced lie, Raven. The link is
No, I,
always in the same place.
well, with the when I go to the laptop, it's different. It's different than when I do it on the tablet or whatever. But I got it. I got it. Sorry.
You're here. You're here. Not on time, but whatever. We were just bullshitting. You having a good day?
Yeah.
You got your dice. You got your character
Yep.
sheet. You
Yeah.
got your drink.
Yep.
Got your smokes.
Yep.
Okay. All right. You remember where we left off?
Nope.
Nice.
Is that about right, Raven?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Okay. The you guys had defused the bomb, and suddenly some robots that were in the cargo hold started awakening and coming to life and uh, trying to kill you. And because you did some sneaking around and evasion, they decided to go out the cargo hold door and start crawling over the surface of the ship to make their way in through another way, which was where the the ship's boat docks because that door was blown to smithereens, and for whatever reason they knew that was going to be a good way to enter. And uh, while they were doing that, the colonel decided to return in the ship's boat with more robots and entered in through the cargo hold. And the entire party, except for Justin, is hiding behind crates and barrels and cargo containers as these robots are trying to enter the ship.
All right.
And you're all in your vac suits or your uh, marine armor with whatever firearms you've managed to pick up.
Okay.
Omen is
So-
hiding somewhere in the avionics section, I believe, using his computer skills to try and slow these guys down to the best of his ability.
I remember
Yeah.
someone saying something about rifles, but I don't remember if I got one of them.
Yeah. There's plenty of after you took out almost all of the Marines. Actually, all the Marines are technically dead now, as is the engineer. But wait, no, those guys might still be
stuck-
alive.
I stuck the engineer in the only other vac suit, and made sure he was tied down.
Yeah.
The Marines probably died, but
But we'll give them a check to see if someone was able to close the med bay doors quick enough to keep them from dying of exposure and lack of oxygen.
So the group that's kind of in the cargo area, not necessarily in the cargo hold, but I think we're a little either down below in engineering or we're in like a room next to the cargo area where we just we put like Omanel put a battery on the door and stuff to shock one of them. Let's see. So I guess our choices are probably to either go back further in the ship, fight them here, pull back further into the ship, see if we can get some help with the guy in the blue suit or Nettie and stuff like that.
Yeah, Nettie's. I don't know what they can do for Nettie.
Mhm. Well, we can figure something out.
I think after this, a custom vac suit is in order.
Yeah. There's also a ship, like a ship's raft that they had mentioned that's down in cargo. I think it's down engineering.
The
It's like
G
almost like
carrier.
a life pod, and we were considering hopping on that. Maybe we
That
can
is
get-
an alternate escape route. Getting
And it
Nettie
would-
in there is going to be tough.
That's what I'm thinking we can do if there's. So right now we're in vacuum right now in the ship.
Yeah, the ship has been depressurized on every
Okay.
level except medbay, and everybody, including Constance, Azumi, Agent Cobalt, have all vac suited up, and they're doing various things. Omens and avionics. You're not sure where the ship's crew are, but you guys, I know at least crafting and you, Josh, I thought were in the cargo area, like you were watching them as they were landing, because the
Yeah.
last scene
Yes.
was the colonel stepping out of the ship's boat.
What the hell are you guys doing out there? Why isn't anybody telling me anything?
All right. So I think so. Ree and Raven don't really know what's going on with Justin and crafting at the moment. They're just sort of
Well, you guys are on it's like you're on separate entrances to the cargo hold.
okay. Okay.
Is it
So
safe for me to come out of this
can't-
pod yet?
Yeah, I'm gonna handle that.
I'm doing flavor text.
Yes, I know.
I did some AI art for that. They were pretty repulsive.
Yes, some of the stuff that was for Nettie is borderlines on disturbing.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Well, the thing was to give him liposuction. It just kind of
Uh-huh.
spilled out. I think we
Give
might
me
have
just a second. I need to get a couple of things. My NPC cards ready. I don't need them because they're no longer here. But okay, Raven. You have regained. Let's see. You had. 11. You are back up to 10 psi points to use your psionic abilities if necessary.
Okay.
You've got your telepathic powers, your clairaudience, clairvoyance powers, your awareness, your telekinesis, and if necessary, your teleportation power, which, a reminder, that one's the hardest power for you to use, and not necessarily the most risky, but if you fail, you'll be completely drained of your psionic abilities for the next 8 to 12 hours.
Um, okay. Well, I have a bit of an announcement I need to make, and so I'll probably have to go into that cryogenics chamber or something like that. But this is going to be my last game for a while. I got a job, and it's going to require me to work um, on Saturday nights till like 10:30 my time, so that's no time for the
Okay,
game.
well, congratulations. What kind of job is it?
Got assistant manager at one of the bars of the hotel
Cool.
down here.
Hope it pays good.
Yeah.
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 Sweet.
Yeah. Sweet.
Cool.
Assistant manager. They must not know about the cats.
Why would you say that? What
Because,
recycling got
yeah.
to do with it?
Managing cats. It's tough.
So, I had some experience. I managed a bar back in.
I was
my
making a
hometown.
crazy old cat lady joke.
Oh, okay. Right.
Okay.
You know, don't trust the crazy old cat lady.
I was thinking herding cats. Like
I've never heard that one before.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
Well,
she will throw a cat at you. Okay. To the game.
yes.
Yes.
So,
So I want to go out with a bang.
okay. Well,
The old bloody
we'll
bang.
see what we can do. Don't do anything, crazy. Well, who knows?
Well.
That's our character. Do what you want. So,
It's
Nettie,
safe to kill your character off.
Nettie, you're watching the view screens that you can access.
This big.
Which, yeah, well, there's not really any power, so you're having to use the external cameras from some of the suits. Those being the marine suits that you can access, unless any. Well,
Yes.
and while you're doing that, the door opens, and Constant comes in carrying two giant suitcases.
Suitcases? Okay. Hey, what you doing out there? I can't really see you. Tell me. Tell me what you're doing.
Well, we might need you, so we're hoping, and this is no guarantee, but we're hoping that you could maybe fit into what the frick's his name? Harrington's uh, back suit.
Okay.
It's a for when he has to work on certain parts of the ship's engines, and since he's not going anywhere right now, anyways, he's still alive, right?
I don't know.
Okay, well, this is going to
DM's
be
note, I didn't kill him.
tricky. Um, uh, I'm going to open up your stasis tube, but I'm gonna try and get this suit ready to see if you can squeeze into it as quick as possible.
Okay.
And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get you some air. After that, you've got about maybe, if we're lucky, 2 minutes. Just want
We're
to
gonna
stay
need more
there.
time than that.
Unless what?
We're gonna need more time than that.
Would you rather stay here?
I'm just thinking, Constance coming into the room with some Vaseline and a spacesuit.
No, it's
Yeah.
Ultra Glide.
No, Astro Lube. Get it right.
Ooh, even better.
Shadow knows about Astro Lube.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Do you want to risk it?
Yeah, sure.
Risk it for the biscuit.
But you sure it's only 2 minutes? We don't have a larger safety margin because normally it takes me like that long just to unfold my jumpsuit.
Hey, what's up, Mark? Long time no see.
Yeah,
He's in the GURPS game I was in last night.
yeah.
So she says, on the count of three, I'm gonna hand you the oxygen, and then I'm gonna close
Okay.
the tube real quick, and once that's secure, then I'll open the tube again, and no time for modesty. Um,
Wait. I think I can get naked in here before you do that.
you think
Uh,
there's room for that?
I struggle a little bit. I shimmy.
Roll 2 dice.
Yeah. 2d6 coming right up. Again, 8.
That was
Okay. You can get the shirt off, but the pants, forget about it.
Okay. I'm gonna shimmy them down as far as I can.
Okay.
It's pretty
You-
impressive since I'm wearing a jumpsuit.
right. Roll me 2 dice.
7.
You can't get the boots off, and that's the kicker. Part
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
You can't put this on with those on.
Yes, that's okay. The more I got off now, the less I have to get off when you open it.
Yeah. She says, okay. Well, when you hop out, I'll help you get the torso part on, and then I'll do your shoes. She winces
Yeah.
visibly. You can actually hear her cheeks rub against the space helmet as she does so.
Yeah. I normally have a robot for this, but you guys stole her.
I focus. She says, "All right, you got the oxygen on.
Yeah.
All right, on the count of three, like your life depends on it.
Yeah. I'm out.
1, 2,
2,
3.
3.
Oh, she drops the helmet. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Throws you the everything but the helmet, and says, "Hurry!" And she runs. I can't believe I rolled that. I rolled a 3.
Yeah. I get that stuff on really quick. I'm gonna roll.
Yes, please.
6.
You're having a hard
got-
time squeezing in,
I got 8.
and then you realize the only way it's going to work is if you ditch the oxygen.
What the fuck is George doing?
I have no idea. You're going to have to ditch the oxygen.
I have to ditch the oxygen.
Yep. It's
Okay.
getting in the way. All right. Roll again.
5. It's literally counting down. I don't want to do any more rolls, okay? Because it's lower than this.
She says catch, and she tosses the helmet from across the room.
Yeah.
Another 2 dice.
Okay, good. We're back up. It's a 7 this time.
Okay, you're adding your dex bonus, I hope.
I haven't been, but I don't think I got one, so.
Okay, if your dex is 9 or better, I believe you have a +1.
It's 7.
Oh, well, that's not bad. That's just average.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't.
So you got the helmet. You squeeze it around your ears. They're folding.
Yeah, my ears are small.
She runs and slides, goes for the shoes, boxcars. She just takes a. Speaking of boxes, she just takes a box cutter and just freaking slices right down the first one.
Oh, my the ones I'm wearing. I don't care about that. They're space booties. Yeah. Get them off, quick.
Down goes the other one, and she's like, "Thank God I got a freaking space helmet on." But that's a mumble.
My
And
my my, my feet are clean, ish.
Cleaner than his mind.
she says, "Quick, pants.
Most sewers are.
Pants. You got a die roll, but there's a minus on this one. I'm not going to quite make it a Bane roll because then you'd be dead, guaranteed, just of embarrassment. Because you'd roll 3 dice, keep the lowest 2.
It's a 7.
It's a
Yeah.
7. Oh, you got the feet in, and fall over like a turtle on your back, and she's like trying to attach the space boots as you're heaving and heaving and heaving, trying to pull those pants up. Complaining to this guy because this guy was only a size 50.
Man, I ain't fitting into a size 50. This guy better be a size 70 or better.
Roll me again.
I will pull up chat log history, and
Uh-huh.
it's a 7.
No, I trust you. You got him above the knees, and your thighs are just not cooperating. Can you reset that?
Can I reset it? I can clear it. Yeah.
Because that ain't natural.
You saw it though, right? It was like
Yeah,
three
I saw the
sevens in a
history.
row.
Yeah, anytime
I cleared it, so don't ask me to show it again.
Going to Vegas, some craps.
anytime it goes more than 3 in a row, it's time to do that.
Yeah.
Well,
I've had that happen in real life. So
yeah, I know. It's just your life is on the line. I want to give you the best chance without giving you a gimme. She's rummaging through the medical cabinets.
told you got those space blankets there. You just use some of that space tape. It'll fill that gap, no problem. It's temporary patch.
She says, "How far have you got him up? I don't want to look."
Well, it's worth looking, man. Yeah. Cool.
You're mid thigh, but you're going to be walking around like a teenager if you can't suck it in.
Oh, the fucking. I got a pair of pants like that still. 6. Whatever the next number you want me to roll is.
No. I already know they're not going all the way up.
Oh, some judicial work, man. I tell you, I've seen some things.
She's got several rolls of duct tape and some other silver tape and some of the ship hull patches.
Yeah.
Do you mind doing the front? I'll do the back.
Yeah,
She throws you 2, maybe 3 hull patches. They're about this big.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. That'll work. Yeah, good. Get it up. It's up to my gut.
Now you can roll me 2 dice.
Okay. A 2.
You're going to take 2 points of damage from the cold. Wherever you want.
You open my goddamn
You can tell she just slapped 2 hull patches on either keister cheek.
Okay, now my time in the med bed repaired all the previous damage I had, right?
Yes.
Okay, so just
Is
making sure.
Is the spacesuit like in 2 parts, like a top and a bottom,
Yes.
and they meet together?
Yes.
So He could maybe just have his gut hanging out in like he's wearing a belly shirt.
Except they're barely, like I said, about mid thigh.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay, so I'm putting a -1 on strength, bringing me down to 8,
Okay.
and a -1 on endurance, bringing me down to a 9.
Okay. This is the best I can do until you're done with the front, and then I'm just gonna wrap you. I don't know how well you're gonna be able to walk, but you won't be stuck in the med bay if we have to evacuate. Things not moving.
Cool. Do you think I should stay in there until we do evacuate, or do you need me on the front lines?
Yeah,
Shooting?
we need as many guns as possible.
Okay, where's my gas pistol?
It's on the table.
You don't want me using that.
In the meantime, well, hey, what's up, off grid?
Off grid.
Raven, you're with Josh.
Yes.
Crafting, you're with Azumi, I believe. On either side
Yeah.
of the hangar. You guys don't know where Constance is, even though you know where Constance is, and you definitely don't know where the commander, Agent Cobalt, is. But the robots have climbed. Kind of remember how the orcs in the Lord of the Rings movies, kind of spider climbed. Well, they sort of climbed in through the garage door, if you will, the hangar bay, and they're now lining up behind the colonel. So far, it's him and 2 robots on either side. And Azumi
Alright.
says, we got to get him now.
all right. I'm going to. I think I'll try to at least hold them off while other people go, back up and further into the ship. If you guys are cool with that,
I'm sorry, what do you mean?
I'm gonna do not a last stand, but just sort of take fire a couple times, and then maybe in a round or two I'll retreat to allow for others
Okay.
to retreat.
What are
And
your
maybe-
targets?
oh,
Each player. We'll start with you, Josh. What are you aiming at?
I'm going to aim at the colonel.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to do. I'm going to just do the 2 quick shots, not the regular one. Let's see. I didn't grab all my dice. So, all right, what I need to roll? How many
An
dice?
8. But
So 2.
you've got your what's your dex?
It's no modifier, just the
Okay.
plain.
Do you have a gun combat modifier?
Yeah. Gun combat energy weapons 1.
Okay. So 2 dice plus 1. Plus 1 for aiming.
Wow. 6. So I missed.
First, you get 2 shots.
Oh, okay. Second shot.
Mhm.
4.
You definitely missed. Crafting. What are you aiming at?
Well, probably the colonel would be a good idea, but I have I think it's like C4. Would I be able to like throw that and then shoot it to blow it up in his
No.
face?
No. But you
I
could
didn't think so, but it was worth it asking.
you could use it to on if you guys decide to retreat, you can hit it up on like a door that they have to go through.
Okay, then I'll definitely. Okay, in that case, I'm aiming for the colonel with my rifle. I didn't catch the stats of the rifle, so you'll have to let me know what that is.
I believe it's 6 dice, right, Josh? Damage.
Okay. And I
But
have
yeah,
a
what's your dex?
dex. Oh, I have a -1 to dex, but I got a +3 to energy weapons.
Okay, so you're at +3 for aiming, 1 for aiming, 2 for all the other modifiers.
Okay.
2 shots.
The first one is 7 so 3 is 10.
Okay, that's a hit.
No.
Roll the second shot as well. Second shot misses. That was a total of 5.
Okay. So roll your 6 dice. It is 6 dice, right, Josh?
I think it was 5 for the
Was
energy
it?
weapon.
Yeah, I can look it up real quick. For some reason, I just thought it was 6. Probably just thinking of one of fireballs. Um,
I think it was like 5d6 plus 3 or something like that.
okay, that makes more sense.
Did I write it down? I should have written it down if I did.
I got it right here. Yeah, 5D plus 3.
Okay. That is 18 total.
Okay. Give me a second. Paper. All right. You got him right in the chest. I'll just get that one later. Return, Raven.
Yes.
What you doing? Laser pistol in hand. You want to take a couple shots?
Yeah, I'll take a couple shots. I rolled a 3.
That's a definite miss. You get another shot.
4.
2 misses. You do have +1 for your dex and 1 for aiming. So that's still a 6. Those are both misses. The colonel puts himself behind one of the robots and returns fire. Hits once. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hits Izumi. That's weird. He did 18 points of damage. Her suit takes some of it. She takes the rest.
Ouch.
She has something similar to me. I think it's like 1 or 2 points.
Mm-hmm. The robots move forward. They don't appear to have rifles or any projectile weapons. They are doing the clamps thing with their hands, though, like, anticipating, grabbing you guys and rending you limb from limb.
Give them the clamps.
Yeah. I know what the clamps feel like. I'll tell you guys later.
I have no doubt that you know what the clamps feel like.
Not those clamps, pervert.
And I guarantee he also knows what it's like to have those clamps electrified too.
These are terrible.
Low current. Bzz, bzz. Him and Steve.
All right. It's our turn.
I'm going to see how far the robots get. If you guys don't move, they will be on you next round.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, maybe we should tactical retreat. Maybe you can put that C4 down on our way out.
One action. Well, we got 2 shots. I don't know if I can actually take 2 actions, but lay down the C4 and take off, hopefully in the same turn.
What you're going to want to do actually is put the C4 on the other side of the door.
Oh yeah.
If you put it down now, they'll
Semantics.
walk around it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, they see it.
With their gait, at least the robots, there's a good chance they're going to walk right past it.
Mhm.
And you want to probably wait until they're kind of concentrated, because you're only going to get one shot at it.
Yeah, they're only going to fall for that trick once.
No, you only got one thing to see for.
Is there like a bulkhead that we'll be going through
Uh-huh.
in our retreat, and then we'll put it on that bulkhead, I guess, or just
You don't have to worry about depressurization at the moment, but you do want to, at least, do the best you can to get as many of them as you can.
Yeah.
You can. Oh, we lost Raven. Uh, you can take a parting shot if you like as you run.
okay.
You won't have your aim modifier.
All right, so yeah, I'll take a shot at him. So just be +1 for my gun combat.
Yeah. Sorry, Raven. My hands are not.
All right.
Uh,
It's just I
trying to
just
do
roll it
it.
once, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. 5, 6.
Crafting parting shot as you run.
Yeah. Almost forgot where I put my dice. 8 total.
That'll hit. It's going to hit a robot, but
Yeah. Any damage is good.
Mhm.
Holy fuck. 1, 2, 3, 4 6s and a 1.
okay. And you get +3 because 5
So
d
that
plus
is
3.
Is 28 total.
Okay. That was a solid hit. You blew off an arm. Raven, you guys are running now back the way you came. You get a parting
Awesome.
shot. Two dice +1.
3 plus 1 is 4.
Okay. Sorry
I
about
can't roll
that.
for shit tonight.
All right. And Zumi's going to take a shot. And she gets a 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's a miss. No, wait. Is that an 8? Nate will do it. $21 to the next bot. You guys make it through the door just in time for Nettie and Constance to almost bump into you.
I almost shoot one of these guys in the face, so I can barely see out through my helmet.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 dice.
2 dice? No, I don't actually fire. I just like
Oh,
I'm
okay.
about to. So almost not. I fired at and missed.
Okay.
I was like, ah! Oh wait, no.
Constance is going to take a shot. She hits with a pistol.
At Agent Oxnard or Josh.
No.
Because those are the ones we bumped into.
Yeah. Sorry. Excuse me. Can't make a 3 tonight, apparently.
She must be really offended at the soy burgers.
Mm-hmm. You manage to crank the doors shut just as the first robot takes a swing at it. And he hit with an 11 natural.
Uh-oh.
That's pretty good.
He's trying to keep the doors from closing.
Okay. I'm gonna try and angle myself out through the door. Now that I'm situationally aware, ish, around my rotund self, and I'm gonna put my Gauss rifle, or not my Gauss pistol.
Uh-huh.
I have no idea how many die rolls that is. I have to look it up.
You're gonna shoot at the guy who's holding the door open, or
the robot that's got his arm through, trying to claw it out.
okay.
I'm gonna blast a magnetic ball through his face. Books. I did not remember to write the stats for this thing down. Where was that?
A
You
gauss with
either
3 dice.
3 dice? Okay, okay. I will write that down.
I need to get a
Okay.
traveler screen. Make things a lot
Yeah.
easier.
I got an 11
To hit or damage?
to hit. That was the first one. So
Okay. You get another shot?
okay. Same.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, was it supposed to be 2 the first time?
Yeah.
Okay, then scratch that 11. My hit is 5 plus. Do I get any pluses for anything?
Do you have a skill in pistol? Or
Yes, yes, I have specifically for this one. Was it gun combat?
Mhm.
Yeah, I think it's good. It
1.
might be energy weapons. I'm not sure.
I have
It's
gun
gun combat.
combat 1 specifically for the Gauss rifle
Okay.
or
All
pistol. Sorry.
right. You basically just touch him with it and pull the trigger.
Okay, and then 3
Mm-hmm.
for the actual shot, or do you
Yeah.
want to use the?
The 3
You
dice
want
for
to
the
just use that 11 from before?
Okay, we can do that.
Okay, I rolled them backwards then.
Okay.
Okay, so 11 on that.
And your second shot?
Oh, second shot. I got a 10 this time for the 2 die,
Okay.
and
And 3 die?
13.
Okay. That blows a gaping hole in the middle of him, and
Yeah.
he's starting to fall backward.
Mm-hmm.
You guys manage to close the doors, lock them as best you can.
Okay.
Well, that's one less problem.
Okay.
Oh.
Now the area you're in, it's a
Temporary
hallway,
fix.
and it goes at either end of the hallway are the Jeffrey tubes that you guys came up. You could try and catch them in a crossfire here, or you could keep running.
I say crossfires. I don't trust myself going down a Jeffrey's tube in this suit.
I say crossfire because I don't want to be chased by this guy across the universe.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to be hit
do
with.
you wanna
I don't
use
want to be shot in the crossfire.
Well,
Yeah,
you could crossfire. You can angle a crossfire like an arrow head, so you're not actually firing at each other.
yeah. And do you want to use the C4?
That one I'm going to leave as a group decision because that could end up backfiring if we're not careful.
I say no. Set it up as a last resort.
Did that raft have a weapon on it? The space raft.
Yes, it does. It has a laser turret.
I'm gonna go down to it and then attack them from behind with it.
So you're basically going to climb down to the air raft, and then launch it and come back around and try to hit them from behind with it.
Yeah.
What's your pilot skill, if any?
I have pilot skill. I think a 1 at least.
Okay, you're good.
I was in the Navy.
Okay, the only problem is you're going to need some codes, and
Oh. Well, they did give me a code when I was working on the other thing. It was kind of a general code from what I remember.
yeah, Azumi says she'll just go with you,
Okay.
and either you or she can run the ship, and the other can run the turret.
All right. Cool. Do I have turret skill? I think I have.
But do you want to wait for the crossfire action, or do you want to just leave now?
What do you guys think? Do it now? Get them surprised, or wait for crossfire?
How long is it going to take for him to get here?
Oh, I go down to Jeffrey's tube. I
Minutes,
think it's in
several
engineering.
long minutes, at least 10.
Oh, it'll take that long.
Mm-hmm. As you have to go all the way back down, to it's basically almost as far away from here as you can get, and then get in it, fire it up, and come back around.
Okay. All right.
And
Maybe we'll have that as a backup plan in case things go to crap here.
right, and if you take too long, they won't even be in the hangar anymore.
Yeah. Okay.
But if worse comes to worse, you could try to escape in the G carrier. The only problem is if they come after you in the ship's boat or this ship, you guys will be toast.
Yeah, I am liking the crossfire idea the best.
All right, we'll stick with that.
All right. So you
And
take up your positions.
yeah. How would I set up the explosives to be a last resort thing?
Basically, you're gonna have to choose one of the other Jeffrey tubes and uh,
Basically, have that as an escape route, then blow it when we go through it, so they can't immediately follow us.
right.
All right. I'll quickly do that before we before they get here, so we have the
In the
escape route
meantime,
just
I'm
in
going to
case.
roll some uh, smashings of the door.
Yep.
The door has not come open yet. You guys have taken up your position. You can hear at least one of the robots is trying to pry the doors open.
Hold on here. I rolled a that's 7, 8, 9 to set the explosives.
Okay, you're good.
Sorry, I had to remember what bonuses I had as well as my minuses because that's affected by my minuses to dexterity, if I remember correctly.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay, then yeah, then it's 9.
Yeah. Eventually, the doors are being pulled open, but you have no clear shots yet.
Yeah.
Now I need to know where everybody's situated, right or left. Basically, um, there are now
Uh,
5 of you.
I want to be situated on the whichever side is furthest from the Jeffrey tube. I know I have the sprinting ability. I think the slowest one, Nettie, should be the closest to the tube, just in case.
Um, Knowing that he is going to slow you guys down to a crawl.
Do not. I highly recommend that you guys go first. I know I shouldn't be so noble, but like honest man, I'm a realist. I know I'm a fat ass. If I get stuck in there, you guys will. Now I'm going first, you fuckers. I'm right by the Jeffries tube. I'm halfway in it, and I'm shooting out of the thing.
Let's see. I'm just pulling up the map of this thing. It's the patrol corvette.
Yep.
Just to get.
I'll be
So
good
they're
this-
in
Oh,
here, and the tube goes down to engineering and up to the launch bay.
mhm.
All right. I'll be on the left side,
Okay.
facing the door towards the. Door, if you're facing the door towards the uh, storage area, I'll be to the left of the door.
Okay. All right. Zumi's with you. Raven, Crafting, and Nettie. I'm sorry, Luna and Nettie are on the other side. The first robot comes barreling through the doors. Not the one missing an arm, and not the one that has a hole in him because he's no longer functioning. This one has, you can see it's been hit. It's got a nice blast mark on its upper left chest.
All right. Start shooting.
All right, we'll start with you, George.
All right. 9.
That's a hit.
And let me just roll the other one, the other shot, and then I'll do the damage.
Okay.
Next shot. 6, 7, 8.
Okay. 2 hits.
All right. So roll 5 d6 plus 3. Do I have more here? Where'd it go? Here we go. Sorry, I just got to get enough d6s. All right. So. Okay. So 4, 8, 12, plus 17, 20 for
Okay.
the first hit. And not so good this one. Or maybe 5, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20 again.
Okay. That pulverizes him. He falls forward. The next one, without hesitation, is in the hallway. Crafting.
Yeah, I rolled my 2 hits while waiting for George, and the first one was a natural 11. The second one was a total of 7 to hit.
Okay. The 11 will hit. The 7 will not.
Kind of figured. All right.
5d plus 3.
$21 total.
All right. He keeps coming, and another one behind him. Raven,
Yes.
you want to take a couple shots?
Yes.
All right.
6.
With your plus 2, that makes an 8. You get 3. You roll 3 dice and add 3 to the total for the damage.
3 dice.
Huh?
Okay, so there's 7. 4 is 11.
The second one through the door also falls, blocking the other 2 from getting in easily, giving you guys the opportunity to either take more shots when the next one comes in or down the tubes.
I can shoot as well, right?
Yeah. But there's nothing to shoot at yet.
Okay.
I'm holding my ground, I guess. We're doing pretty good.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay?
I think Justin gets to go first next shots though.
Yeah, sorry, Justin.
Yeah. Okay. So what are we doing? Should
The
we try and go down this tube? Try and advance?
If you're holding your ground waiting for the next one to come, you know there were 6 total and 3 of them are down.
Okay, so we've done down half of them. You guys are saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and we think some of them have clawed the way. So are we? Some of them have clawed the way up to the launch site part, or is it?
Some came out of the shuttlecraft, and some were coming.
Okay.
Question: can we see the remaining 3?
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure we weren't getting flanked.
No.
Okay.
You can see the 3. You can see the 2 that have fallen in the doorway, and they're now kind of keeping the door open with their legs and shoulders.
Is there any debris? Any like broken
Yeah, the
shit?
robots, not
Okay.
from the actual ship though.
Okay. Is there I'm gonna grab a piece of the robot and throw it down the hallway. To see if it lures them.
Like an intimidate,
Okay.
or they're tracking it.
Yeah. I want to try and get them in a shooting range.
Well, okay. You're in a hallway,
You
and in the
know?
middle of the hallway is the doorway that leads to the shuttle bay, and then at the other end of the hallway is the Jeffries tube. The 2 robots have fallen in. They're like smack dab in the middle, separating the 2 parties.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk over to one, grab a piece that's been blown off, and throw it down the hallway at the other robots to try and get them to come
Okay.
this way.
Okay.
Yeah, like in a western where the guy throws his hat and like they just shoot at it because you're
Okay.
kind of like.
Well, they don't have guns that you know
Well,
of. If they do, they haven't tried to take it.
They rush at it or whatever. It doesn't matter as long as it gets their attention.
Okay. Roll me 2 dice.
Stupid button. Not 3, 2.
You
4.
you find a dislodged head,
Okay. Doesn't matter what
and
part it is.
uh, sorry, uh, roll your toss.
Okay. An 8.
Okay. You hear a blaster. Something shot in the cargo or in the hangar bay.
Okay. Do
And
do am I able to detect where, like, what direction it came from, and can I shoot at
no,
it?
you threw it over the shoulder of an advancing robot.
Okay. So it's advancing at me.
Hmm.
That
And
means
there's
everyone.
there's several behind him as well, trying to, you know, charge in here.
There's more coming than the
Mm-hmm.
initial 6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Uh, do we still have that C4?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can we like find something to put it in and put it on like a short timer and throw it over there like a grenade?
You can just put it like on top of one of the robots. They're going to have to either pull the robot towards themselves to clear the door, or they're going to have to push it. Either way, they're going to get real close to it.
Okay. Okay. Do you want to do that, Agent Oxnard?
That shouldn't be a problem.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna
I
head back
actually have
over to
more than
that.
one. I actually have like 3 or 4 batches of charges
Okay.
of explosives.
Uh,
Yeah, I actually bought
just
some with my starting money.
okay. Just put one there,
Okay.
and I suggest we head down 2 decks or up. I don't know.
No, you can only go down.
Okay, we'll go down at least a deck because that thing's gonna blow up and it's gonna be like boom. Right? We don't
Yeah.
want to be here when that happens.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm halfway down the tube as I said that.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're on
Uh,
the upper deck then,
Yeah.
where the thing lands.
The hangar for the shuttle.
Okay.
All right. The explosive is blast 9 and 3D.
Okay.
An upper deck.
Eddie, you're cruising down the Jeffries tube. Who's going down the other tubes?
Might as well move on and try to get another defensive position.
Do you, Oxnard? Do you want to Oxen? Sorry. Do you want to be the last one down so you can like visually uh, eyeball the target before you set it off, or do you just want to put it on a timer?
If I'm able to visually set it off, I would like to be able to do that to make sure I do maximum damage.
So you'll be last.
Yeah.
Azumi's already down her tube. Constance is following Nettie. Josh.
So okay, so we're using the explosives.
Mhm.
I guess I'll be going down then, unless we do additional. Maybe I think I'll be last to go.
On your side.
I'll make sure that everybody's down that I can see, and then I'll go. And if it
Raven?
means that I get another shot in, I'll
Yeah.
shoot.
Okay. Raven. Okay. She's incommunicado. I'm going to assume she's going down the Jeffries tube, not wanting to get blowed up.
Yeah.
The next robots start pulling on the robots that are blocking the way. Josh, you can take a shot.
Just one.
Well, you can take two if you want.
Oh, two. Okay, then. Okay. I thought it was gonna be like the other round where I was like taking a shot and then running.
Okay.
12. Natural 12.
Okay, that definitely hits.
All right, and that's 5d6. All right. Well, this one's good, I think. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Okay.
Oh, plus 3. 23, I'm sorry.
Okay. Doesn't take him out, and he's successfully pulled one of the robots out. Just so happens to be the one with the C4.
All right.
Do you want to set it off?
Yes.
Roll me 2 dice.
Eight.
Okay.
Sorry.
It goes off. Robot parts come flying through the doorway.
All right.
Josh, are you going to head down the tube now, or are you going to wait for more?
I'll stay. I'll stay. I'm hitting pretty good now.
Okay. 2 slimmer model bots are now through the doorway, and one's taking a shot at you. You take 15.
All right. The armor negates, I think, up to 17. Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. So I'm good.
And the other robot is going to turn around now facing you, knowing that you're there.
Mm-hmm.
And they're both coming towards you, as are 2 more coming through the door.
All right. I'm running. I'm going down now.
Okay. The one that shot at you is quick, and you can see it's just firing straight down the Jeffries tube.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Oh no. What?
Um,
Either good or bad.
he hit you for 11 points on 5 dice.
Oh, okay. Cool.
For you, not for the robots. He's going to get docked. You know, we're paying by the laser around here. Nettie. Let me look at the map real quick, make sure I know where you are.
Yes.
Well, actually, you have a choice. You can either stop at the next deck, which is the main deck, which has all the staterooms, the med bay, the engineering section, not the engineering section, the cargo section, the avionics, things like that. Or you can continue down to engineering.
I'm gonna go down to engineering. I said we should go down 2 decks.
Okay.
Hopefully the others heard me and understood that. So when that bomb goes off, did it go off?
Yeah. There's an airlock down there, and I think that's where the little launch is. The little, I mean, the
Mm-hmm.
air raft.
Yep.
So maybe we could go there.
Sounds good.
And I had the turret on it, right? We can go.
Yeah.
Take that, and you needed a code, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think one of the girls can give it to us. The
Yeah.
Azumi.
Azumi, tell us the unlock code.
I will when we get there.
Yeah, no one's leaving anyone behind.
We'll see about
fit
that.
between me and you, Azumi.
We'll see about that, she says and winks.
It's the pirate code.
Raven, are you going all the way down to the bottom, or are you going to stop in at the mid deck where the med bay is and things like that?
Get left behind.
Is there a bar there?
That's where the bar is. Yes.
It was in the bathroom, right? We're making
Okay,
the
now
bathroom
we're gonna
sangria.
Yeah, I could use a drink about right
Well,
now.
the only problem is there's no tube to drink through. I mean, there is, but that would take a lot of work. Mix up a drink and then funnel it into a
For it.
tube.
All right, well, I'll
You
just
know
go to
what
the bottom.
boofering is, right, Raven? You can go Google that.
Boofering? No. What is that?
You drink it through the tube in the spacesuit.
Joe, the ship's already been decompressed. They're running around in vac suits or vac armor, so there's no worry about that. But that
It's a waste tube.
too many too many explosions, and the ship will never pressurize again, or at least not in time for you guys for it to matter. We shall run out of air.
How do you spell that, Justin?
How the fuck do you spell boofering? I have no idea.
She's gonna look it up.
Yeah.
Buffering.
Of course I am.
boomerang?
You know I am.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I can't say this. I can't even read the definition. Oh my god.
You get drunk faster.
I heard the Aztecs did this or something.
This is terrible.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Just say it. You want that? You want that?
How do you know all this stuff? That's what I want to know. You are a sick man. You're just sick. You need help.
Best loot in the world.
From inside his apartment.
The education is interesting, that I'm getting from all this, from your vast amounts of perverted knowledge.
I'm just saying, you'll enjoy that bourbon a lot more. Much bigger bang for your buck.
For your butt? For your butt? Bigger bang for your butt?
Hey, you do it both ways. It works both ways.
No. There's no going in through the outdoor here. Raven, you detour from the party and open the door into the main hallway that leads up and down the main corridor of the ship with the staterooms, and way off ahead is the bridge and things like that. But as soon as you open the doors, Agent Cobalt has got a heavy laser on a tripod, and he almost blasts the shit out of you as you open the doors. It's like, whoa! It's a freaking massive laser cannon. What the hell are you doing? Hurry! Close the door behind you.
I was just frozen in terror. I can't even think straight. Okay, well, where do I go?
Just sit right here. If anything comes through that door besides us, if it's the colonel or any of his freaking tin cans, blast it.
Okay, all right, I can do that.
Hey, what's up, Per? Okay, Justin, you've made it to the engineering deck.
Cool.
Crafting.
Look
Josh,
at my robot.
you guys are all at the engineering deck. Azumi's with you. Constance is with you. And the skinnier robots are in hot pursuit.
Is my robot around?
It's in the med bay.
Oh.
On the slab. Remember?
If I remembered that, I would have turned her back on and told her to come with us.
She was in no condition to be turned on.
She knows how to use a laser pistol.
Yeah.
Oh, you meant activated.
Always in a condition to be turned on.
Hey, you guys blew up the liquor
That's like
cabinet.
the first line in the code. Always be.
You guys are now in the engineering section. You're going to have to do something about the doors, or the robots that have actual guns will be on you in minutes. Or seconds, I should say, not minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we were heading to the floating.
Yeah, the air raft.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
there's
you're
still
right.
a door. If you close it, it'll slow them down a bit.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, you can leave the door open for them. I mean, leave the lights on, and breadcrumbs, the whole bit.
C4 down for him. I guess
Yeah.
can I head towards the raft and shoot take a pot shot on the way?
Not yet. You can start running though.
Being where we are, I would ask the question: can I set off C4 in here without destroying something vital?
No.
It is engineering, but this ship's dead in the water right now.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a pretty sturdy ship. 3 dice shouldn't. I mean, if you put it on, an actual piece of the engine or something like that, that could be devastating. But here, everything's pretty thick.
So if I
Crafting,
set
do
it
you still
anywhere,
have the
it would
crystal?
be on the door. So when it gets opened, it gets triggered and blows up.
Okay. You're only going to be able to do that on one door. What was that, Raven?
I asked him if he still had the crystal.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
I'm stealing that line. Hey, you guys blew up the liquor cabinet. I'm stealing that line.
Thanks, Joe.
Yeah, Joe.
All right. Crafting, roll your 2 dice to set the charge.
And it is
I should be
a
reading sheet more.
another. Well, no, 8. Excuse me. I said
That
one.
would be pretty
That
funny,
was 8.
Joe. Although I don't think she could lift this thing. She's yeah, no, she could. She can barely raise it on the tripod up and down. She's got a strength.
Was 8 enough?
An 8 is. We'll set it up. Is it timed or motion or
That would be
okay?
motion.
And where does everybody run from here?
I'm gonna
To the floating
Yeah.
barge.
Okay,
on the way. I'll try to take a pot shot if I can.
Yeah, so do I.
Okay, you're at the G carrier little mini hangar, and first I got to see. Okay, 3 dice. You quit crafting. Go ahead and roll your dice for your C4.
All right.
It's not a margarita.
It's just 9.
9 points of damage. Okay,
Yeah.
that didn't kill him, but he's sparking and wobbling, and he's the one you guys can see from the doorway. Azubi and Constance are firing up the G carrier.
Right. Might as well take a pot shot like Justin.
Okay,
And,
Josh, you get the first pot
George
shot.
Then Nettie, then Oxnard.
Oxen. I know I keep
Oxen.
wanting to say Oxnard too.
Yeah.
Josh, pot shot number 1. Can't hear you.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Does 8 hit? I'm sorry.
Yes, it does.
All right. Awesome. I'll see some 6s and some 1s. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19.
Damage.
Yeah, 19 damage.
That blows Sparky out of the water.
Awesome.
Oxen. Another one
Do I roll?
pushes him out of the way. Is coming, and there's 2 coming from the other side.
Do I roll
Yes,
the hit?
please.
That is a 8. 8, right? Let me double check my.
An 8 will hit.
Very weird.
I just want to make sure that is an 8. It could be a 7, depending on the numbers, if I'm remembering correctly. Oh yeah, it is an
Okay.
8. Okay. Just making sure.
5d plus 3.
All right. And where I'm missing a dice, where'd it go? Oh, up here. I'm a dumbass. Sorry. Let's see. $22.
That blasts him out of the water. These ones aren't as heavily armored or even as bulky as the big guys, the clamps.
Yeah.
Nettie?
Yeah, I will definitely use my gas pistol to shoot at some robotic motherfucker.
Okay.
I know robots. I know robots. Uh, 6 to hit and 15 damage on my first shot.
Okay.
And my second one is 7.
Total?
7 to hit.
Yeah, that's a miss.
Okay, so they were both misses.
Oh, okay. I thought. Okay.
Yeah,
Do you have like modifier for gun combat, or
yeah, I have a
you already
plus
added it?
1.
Okay. Azumi's going to take his.
Plus 1 to those numbers, so it would have been a 6 and a 7.
You mean.
My first shot was a 5, my second was a 6 to hit.
Okay.
And if I add a plus 1, sorry.
They still miss.
Yes.
Okay. Constance hit with her laser pistol. Doesn't take him out. Azumi hits with her laser pistol and finishes the one Constance hit. There's one left that you know of. Meanwhile, Raven, the two of you are waiting for those doors. You know, you're sitting there, and then you hear something behind you. It sounds like the tearing of metal. Cobalt looks at you and says, "Shit. Come here." He takes your hands, put your gun away, takes your two hands, and places them on the two handles of the laser cannon.
Okay.
He says, "See these two buttons right where your thumbs are?
Yeah.
You got to hit them both at the same time.
Okay. I can do that.
Okay. If anything comes through that door that's not, one of us,
Roger
unload.
that.
Unload.
Will
If it's
do.
one of us, don't.
I
Okay,
know.
don't want to clean that
I
up."
got it. I got it.
And he runs off down the corridor.
Okay.
and this gun is pretty heavy. It would take everything you have just to like move it up or down on its hinge. It's like a teeter totter, and you're holding it steady because Raven,
Which way?
something like that.
Sure.
You see,
Okay. I see it. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And
All
Cobalt runs down the hallway, unslinging his laser rifle, and you hear more tearing of metal, and then quiet, and more quiet, and more quiet. Down in engineering, Zumi has fired up the G carrier and telling everybody get in.
Getting in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's going to take the turret? Anybody have a gunnery? As they
I
say?
have gunner. I got 0 in gunner turret
Okay.
and 0 in pilot as well.
Okay. Anybody better?
I have gunner plus 1.
Yeah, but you probably won't fit in the seat.
I can cram myself in there.
Well, that duct tape is pulling him in. It's like a
Yeah, it's
Like
like I'm wearing a
Spanx.
girdle and shit.
You're wearing like 4 girdles, all hooked together. Okay, everybody's accounted for except Raven and Cobalt and Fred.
Raven, Cobalt, and Fred. Okay.
Just some wide-eyed. You just fried the manual override. The forbidden prototype. All hell's about to break loose. Yes, more robots are filing into the G carrier room. Constance and anybody else can
We can't leave. We need to take the ship back.
That's the plan. I think we should either come back in, one disable the perhaps one see if there's anybody on the outside trying, because we saw some clawing going out of the ship from the cargo hatch.
Yeah, they had crawled around the outside of the ship to get
Yeah.
into the other wider opening.
Yeah,
So-
and some may have even just been trying to just cut in. Perhaps.
What the fuck is that? And can we crafting? Is that you?
Not me.
Raven.
Probably Raven. Maybe one of the cats got the camera.
You okay, Raven?
Mm-hmm. I was just trying to clean my lens off.
Yeah. Next time, mute. before
With
that, please.
sandpaper?
No,
With-
just with this tissue right here.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's really noisy.
yeah.
And I notice how hazy mine is.
No, that's the.
That's the
camera.
alcohol speaking.
Yeah. So let's go and shoot at their launch.
Yeah.
That way they can't off gorge any more combat droids. And then
Sounds good.
on our way limping to Mars, I could try and reprogram some of them as maintenance and repair bots. To patch the hull.
We should keep an eye out for if any of them on literally on the outside of the hole trying to like cut in or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know if this thing can precision shoot that, but I guess the right angle.
We'll find out,
Az-
won't we?
Azumi is the pilot. Does she have better pilot skills? She's going to pilot it.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
can I pilot?
She's already strapped in. Got the engines roaring.
All right, and Justin will be on the turret.
And
And
Eddie.
she says, I can't reach the
let me-
captain.
Sorry.
I can't reach the captain. He's not responding. I don't know where Luna is either.
I am going to mention that basically the location of my lab ship to rendezvous with us if she can get a message out to them.
Okay. From the G carrier, yes, as soon as it's outside the Greyhawk.
Okay.
Yeah. You own 8 shares in that?
Raven,
a
roll
quarter,
me
I think.
one
Yeah,
D6,
like a quarter of the ship, basically.
which is one die, Raven.
1d6.
3.
Okay. The door's open. It's the colonel. He's got his rifle right at you.
I'm fired.
Okay. Roll 2 dice. And add 1.
8 plus
Nope.
1 is 9.
Oh. Roll me 1 die and times it by 10.
I got a 1. So,
Okay.
10. You die.
Oh my God.
Remember, Raven, if you die, it's okay. If you ever choose to come back, you just create a new character.
This is what I rolled for the colonel's shot.
20.
No. Snake
Snake
eyes.
eyes.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
But it's like if you're timesing it by 10.
No. That's just his shot. He
Yeah.
raises right. He's got his rifle dead to rights on her. Click.
Okay, yeah.
Click. You can fire again, Raven.
1 or 2 dice.
2 dice. Add 1. Roll high.
I got a 9. 9 plus 1, 10.
Ow. Okay, roll me another D plus, or 1 die times 10.
What weapon is she using?
Got a
A laser
2.
cannon.
A 2?
Times 10 is 20.
The first shot staggered him. He clicked. Something malfunctioned with his rifle. The second shot knocked him back into the where he was coming from.
You mean this great big huge thing didn't kill him?
It did not with that low damage. No.
He's wearing some armor or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like my armor negates like 17.
Mm-hmm.
So he might even have better than that.
Yeah, he does.
Dibs.
Dibs. I'm saving some coin. I'm gonna get paid.
He throws his rifle because it's malfunctioning, and he's charging at you.
I'll fire again at him.
Okay, he has pulled out um, a very nasty combat knife.
Do I have any blasts left?
Oh,
Yeah.
this thing will shoot for an hour straight.
Okay.
Roll one die, add one.
I rolled a 1. So I got
2.
He swings, misses.
I'll blast him again.
Yeah. Just roll.
2 dice plus 1.
Good, I got a 6. Plus 1 is 7.
That misses.
Yeah.
And
Wait,
he's
did you roll 1 die or 2?
1.
Oh, you're supposed to roll 2 plus 1.
I thought he said roll.
And then it's roll 1.
That was for the damage.
Oh,
Yeah, so what was what did you just roll?
She
I rolled a
rolled
6.
Okay, roll one more die and add it to the 6.
Okay. I got a 4.
so
10.
10 plus 1.
Okay, now roll one die times 10. You don't.
Ooh, another 1.
So
Well, you hit him.
okay, Raven, don't use that one anymore. Use a
I'm not
different
going
die.
to. You're right.
Well, I was gonna say, I don't know. I mean, how many times can she roll 1 in a row?
I know. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, the blast bounces off his armor, but will allow you to possibly get another shot.
2, then 1.
Yeah. However, he hit you with his combat knife, doing 10 points to your suit. It didn't puncture it all the way, but there's a big
Scratch mark.
big slice in it. If you get hit there again, uh, it's curtains.
Okay. I could put myself in that cryogenic.
You wouldn't make it that far.
Yeah.
Well, I can put myself in a stasis with my
Yeah.
psionics. If I got.
Not faster than the speed of decompression.
Ah,
Roll me one die, add 1.
not that one. Here we go. 2 plus 3 plus 1 is 3.
Roll it again because that's what he rolled.
Yeah.
Try the other one. I don't like that. Okay, I got a 6. There we go. Now we're talking.
Ooh. Okay, he got a 4. Roll 2 dice plus 1.
Ooh, I got 10 plus 1 is 11.
Okay. Now roll the d6 times 10.
1.
1, yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, I got a 6.
So that's 60.
Do you want to describe how he dies?
He turns into fried chicken.
Well,
Turns into fried chicken.
Soylent Green.
He's the colonel.
You hit him center
enemy.
mass and blasted the shit out of him. Would you like to describe it for the audience?
No, I'll let Justin. He's much better at that sort of thing.
No. Last night, you
The
gotta describe
beam.
it. You hit him with a beam the size as round as a freaking coffee can of pure freaking laser energy.
As it burrows through his suit and into his guts, there's just a mist of blood, red, and gore. And then the rest of his body just gets sucked out of his spacesuit like fucking puree.
Yeah. This guy put your pet shop at risk. Pretty.
See,
And then the suit collapses to the deck because the gravity's still on, along with the puree and all that. It's just
You are
Yeah, well,
sprayed with
it's disgusting.
with whatever was inside his him is all over your suit.
Partially cooked gore.
Pink stuff all over your glass dome of your helmet.
Well,
Did the suit survive?
if you could smell,
No, his suit did not survive.
If you could smell, you'd be smelling the crispy scent of bacon.
But when you finally like patch your suit and wipe off him from your bubble top helmet, you see his knife laying on the ground.
Hmm. Okay, well, I'm going to pick it up and take it as a souvenir.
All right, and hang it from your dashboard, from
Yeah.
your rearview mirror. This freaking giant, freaking jagged, ugly thing. I'll send you a picture of it later, so you have something to remember him by. Well, I mean, if you don't clean your suit properly, you'll have a lot to remember him by.
Oh.
Yuck. How gross.
You hear more scraping and tearing of metal behind you now.
Okay, well, I'm going to turn the gun around. Does it swivel?
No, yeah, it swivels, but it's heavier than you are.
Okay. Am I able to swivel
Is it
it?
on wheels?
No, it's been extended so that it's not moving from its position, but it will swivel.
Okay.
Roll me 2 dice to see if it's too heavy for you.
I got a 5.
Yeah, it's not. You're just like, you're like putting all your weight trying to turn it. We'll get back to you in a minute. Meanwhile, everybody is in the hangar bay, and unless anybody else is hanging out the door shooting at the robots are advancing.
I'm hanging out the door.
Okay, no one else is hanging out the door.
My ghost pistol. Well, no. I'm in the turret
Oh, okay.
using the turret to shoot these motherfuckers.
Let me see if you can actually get a beat on them. You'll get 1 shot.
Okay, what's the die for the turret?
It's 2 dice plus your
Yes.
turret skill.
+1, so 10. I got a 9.
Okay. That
Nine.
vaporizes that droid and puts a hole in the deck.
Okay. Yeah.
You know there's more coming, but you can't do anything about it. You just can't get the angle.
Okay.
Anybody else want to try before?
I'll shoot through the. If it lets you keep the door open, I'll shoot through it.
Yeah, they haven't opened the door out.
I'll take a pot shot or
Okay,
two.
you guys both get 2 shots.
Might as well take as many as we can.
2 shots. Hold on, I got to mark one down for Justin.
Can I also yell back to the pilot to see if she can canter the launch a little bit?
If she does that, Josh and Oxen may fall out.
They can they should have safety harnesses. There should be
Yeah, they could
a
do that
seat
as you
clamp.
yell that, but they're in the middle of taking pot shots.
Yeah.
Josh,
well,
what'd you get?
I got 6.
That's a miss.
You dumbasses over there by the door. Safety harness. Can we angle the ship so I can get a better launch with the turret? That's it.
Can I sacrifice a shot to get a safety harness on so I don't get shoved
Yeah,
out
you
of this
can,
thing?
and you'll still get 1 more shot.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. In that case, let's see here.
The strap would be part of the spacesuit. If it doesn't come with that, call your local manufacturer.
When you get home, call them. Yeah, tell them all about it.
After you survive being captured by robots and turned into space paste.
Roll a grand total of a
That'll
9.
hit.
Yes.
Roll your damage.
Out of 12, that will hit. Oh.
That is. $25 total.
That blasts ones to smithereens. There's 1 left of the skinnies. I will have Constance take that
Okay.
shot, and misses. It's going to fire. Who's hanging out the door? Josh,
I'm hanging out the door.
Oxen, and Constance. So I only have to roll a
Yep.
d3 to see who gets hit, if anybody. Someone got hit. Crafting, you take 10, 16 points. Let's see your suit, how that. Uh,
Yeah, I don't think it was a combat suit, so I'm pretty sure it's either punctured or I took
Yeah.
damage.
It actually gives you 9. What did I say you took? 10,
14?
14. No, I got my dice right here. 16, so you take 6.
Oh, 16. Okay. 6.
Mhm.
Ouch.
It did not pierce the
What's my
suit.
health again? Hold on, let me double check. Okay. How do we determine what health is again?
Pardon?
Your physical stat.
How do we determine what health is again?
Your strength, dex, and endurance are your hit points. Okay? You can take that damage, that's 6, off any of your stats. If a stat goes to 0, you're unconscious, I believe.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I was about to say, oh. Well, then I applied my damage wrong last time we fought and almost killed myself.
Okay, yeah, you don't want to do
The
that.
the other thing is
And
And you
unique
could,
modifiers.
They're taken off individually. I thought all 3 were hit at the same time, so if that
No.
had been the case, I'd have just
no,
instantly died.
no. And you could pick and choose where you want to assign the damage, like a little to strength, a little to
Okay,
dex, a
okay.
little to endurance.
That's what I have to do because they are very
Yeah.
low. This is an intellectual character.
It's
The
okay.
other thing is it's like, let's say you're using your dex for a gunfight, your modifier will go down if you keep taking off of dex.
Yes.
Your modifier will be based on the adjusted value.
Yes.
So like a lot of people do endurance, but if Shadow wants to say, well, the fight's going on for a while, what's your endurance, and then give
And
us
your
that.
endurance is 3. It's like, okay, well, you passed out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, my endurance is currently at 3.
Raven, roll me 2 more dice to see if you can swivel the gun.
6.
It's budging, but it's not there yet. Azumi says, okay, we're taking off. Doors open. The last robot is unable to shoot at you guys because of the canter of the ship. Justin, you'll get one parting shot at the last skinny if you like.
Okay, I will definitely do that.
However, be careful because you're shooting into the engine room with a laser cannon.
I got an 8.
Okay. The robot will take the brunt of it, diffusing enough of it to not pierce some sort of dilithium chamber or some shit. And he is
Oh, that's +1. Sorry.
okay. He's smoking rubble on the deck. The ship, the G carrier, shoots out of its launch bay, and as soon as you do, you can see that there are 4 of the big freaking strapping robots clustered around the other airlock that's in the mid, the midsection of the ship that leads into the mid deck where avionics is, where everything else is. Um, and they've breached that airlock.
Okay.
Well, there's not much point in holding back fire then.
Well, we
It's already open.
So this
We-
this
we
is what we're
wanna-
doing from the outside, I guess.
yeah, we're in a separate thing. We can repressurize the ship later,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
we want to make sure that their ship is fucking toast. Because if we're going down, make sure they're going down too.
Yeah, give them no escape.
No escape, motherfucker.
And we don't know the colonel's dead, so that's kind of one of the things I was thinking if he's for him not to leave again.
Yeah,
If we can capture him,
you guys
we'll
have no idea
mind
because you have
probe
no
his ass.
communications with Raven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Raven, you
Yes.
see movement down the hall.
And I can't turn the guns.
Not yet.
All right. Well, I still have my pistol, right? And I
gotta
got
let
this big knife.
I gotta take the dog out. I'll be back.
Okay.
So I'll just hide up against the wall there.
Okay. Did you see that, Raven? Private message?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Oh. I see it now. Okay.
Yeah, you need to find a way to do that so that I don't see that, Justin.
No, I'm okay with that. It's the audience. I'm trying not to break immersion for the audience. Damn you.
Okay. Justin, you can take a shot with the turret.
Okay.
What was I doing? Oh, yeah.
I'm definitely gonna do that. And 11 plus 1 is 12. I get a 12.
That blasts him and does some hull damage. One robot down.
One robot down. Taking them out like cheese.
There were 4, but now there are 2 because one made it into the airlock.
Yeah.
Ooh. Raven? The movement's getting closer.
I don't know who it is though.
Nope.
Yeah, it's a robot or something.
I can't. There's no way to tell. Is there? There's no.
It could be Fred. It could be Cobalt. It could be a big metal robot.
I'll just remain in my little hiding spot then and wait.
Okay.
Determine who it is.
It's Cobalt. He's running. He's trying his best to run, but he's kind of limping.
Okay. Well, I'll peek around the corner. I'll take a chance.
And he's being pursued by at least one big burly metal robot.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll draw my pistol then and try to shoot at the robot.
Okay.
Two
Roll
dice.
2 dice. 2 dice plus 1. Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I got snake eyes.
Okay.
Plus 1
Click.
is 3.
Click. Click. Cobalt makes it to you, and he's like drops his rifle, stumbling. He looks pretty beat up, might even be coughing up blood, and swivels the turret just in time to blast that fucker back to where he came from. But he's having a hard time standing up.
Well, I'll grab his. Didn't you say he dropped his rifle?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'll pick up the rifle then.
Okay.
And fire at the thing.
Okay. 2 dice plus 1.
Okay, 7.
Total.
Mm-hmm.
Miss. The robot swings at you and misses. He also rolled a 7. Justin, there's one left on the outside.
Yes, and we want to shoot the fuck out of it.
Well, I don't think there's a lot of fuck left in him. But okay.
Okay, I got a 9 plus 1. That's a 10. That motherfucker
Target eliminated.
Vaporonits. Hornets. I gotta get back on the ship. I gotta get to Medbay and see what my
Twisty's up to.
what Twisty's up to. Well, Swifty. Swiftomatic.
The last robot swings at you, Raven, and misses.
She's got a really good vacuum function.
Attachment.
Yeah, well, it's a primary component, but
How are you? How are you? Oh, you're a good boy. Raven,
disgusting.
shot.
Now, he was able to turn the turret of the
Yes.
thing. So, all right, then I'm going to jump on that thing and use it.
Well, he's
Inside.
yeah. He would shoot it, but
Inside.
you're kind of in the way.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'll just
Yeah.
duck.
Okay, you can still
No.
take a shot though.
Okay, all right, will do. All right. I rolled a 7.
+1 or with the
8.
plus.
Yeah.
8 will hit. So you roll 5 dice, total it, and add 3.
You notice Raven's to hit rolls are pretty good. It's her damage rolls that are all crap.
They're
I don't know,
almost all
she's
crap,
rolled a lot of-
you think.
No dice, but
Roll 5. Roll 5. you said?
5 dice.
Okay.
So you might have to,
All right, so there's 11. Oh my God, now I'm really doing well. There's 12. So I'll write these down. We're at 11 and 12.
it's 23.
No, 20. And then add 3.
Is that the total of 5 dice or 4 dice?
Oh, that's 4. Okay, here, 5. I can't even count. God, I got another 6. What the hell?
Don't
Now-
complain.
Finally, I'm rolling. So, okay, 29 and then plus what? There's
3.
okay, plus
It's 32. That blows him to
32.
smithereens just as Cobalt was getting a beat on him. As far as you know, they've all been blasted to little bits. Yeah, some big bits mixed in. You could probably put together a robot or two with the parts if you really wanted to.
Yeah. Let's salvage everything. I might be able to like whip something up to do some work.
Yeah, you don't want to make a twisty out of that though.
No. But
I mean,
I
unless
could,
you like it rough.
I can figure out how to whip up. I got the manuals to make repairs and stuff, right? And the
Yeah.
unit.
Next thing we know, we hear Fisto is at your service.
Fisto, yeah, it was just for you. No. I specialize in those kinds of repairs because it pays. But I could probably like whip together a what you call maintenance bot if I follow the instructions closely.
Okay, you land the G carrier back where it belongs. Eventually, you'll get power back on, and
Well, I suggest we sweep the ship first just to make sure there's no more robots.
yeah, there's no more robots. I'm tired
I,
of robots.
I, of
Except
course,
it's
some
aliens.
boasting, but if Shadow's paying close attention, he'll know I fail at that task.
We'll see what happens. A
Well,
day
I
goes
could
by
potentially
while
help.
the party has been pressed into service, repairing all the damage that they have done. You can get the power back on, and some areas are off limits because there's just no parts to fix some of the holes immediately. It's going to take some serious jury rigging, especially that side breach that leads to all the cabins, leads to med bay, etc. So you either have to suit up to go to those areas, like to get to your twisty, to get to your alcohol. The rooms themselves will be back online, but the hallway to get to them is going to be the problem. You're going to need to replace the entire door or weld it shut. It's a big 6 foot by 3 foot,
Um,
hole.
can we have some of the robots like because we shot down the other ship, right? Or is it still out there?
No, it landed.
Anybody
Okay.
wounded?
Yeah. So
I think
so
crafting is wounding. We have to deal with him being wounded first.
Sure.
if you want to take him down to the med bay and
Yeah.
put him in, there might be like some gloopy stuff. Just push that aside. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Not going to make soap out of it.
Yeah. If you want to do that, I know.
Tyler Durden.
Well,
And as creepy
Josh,
as it sounds, human fat is
you
literally the best fat for soap.
Fight Club.
I want to know where you get that information from besides the stupid movie.
No, I never watched Fight Club. That came from Mansers.
Okay. Which probably got
Watch
from a
Fight Club.
stupid movie.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Love Fight Club.
Read the book.
Yeah.
Don't be a pleb. Josh, bro, you'll recognize that stuff. It's what you use in your restaurant.
Yeah. Yeah. Special sauce. Little glaze.
Are you gonna what the Tuesday special is gonna be Soil and Nettie?
It's the burger meat.
With fries in.
You could end all starvation across the universe.
Yeah.
Understood, Raven.
Raven goes through a mind quake and has to go into cryostasis.
Yeah, there's no recoil on a laser cannon. Just saying.
That's why I took energy weapons.
This is kind of why I said use one of your psychic powers, because you could have used it for what I just said.
So the next couple of days will be spent getting the ship ready for movement. It's dead in the water until you take care of that one breach.
But we have the other ship, right? We've seized it.
Yeah, you have everything that you started with.
No. I mean the bad guy ship.
Yeah, he was.
It was actually part of this ship.
Okay, so
It was like the shuttle.
Can we cut a patch out of its hull and throw it over the opening?
Constance says, "No, not my baby."
You can repair it later. I'd rather not die.
Well, so can we seal off certain parts of the ship and just have those areas? And
It's like I said, you literally the main hallway leading through the ship has got a hole in it. So you'd have to like suit up, like to go anywhere, then unsuit up because you're in a, you know what I mean. It would be like a major.
That's why I wanted to cut a patch out of the shuttle's hull and throw it over the opening as like a.
We could cut holes from room to room. Just go from like stateroom to stateroom to stateroom.
Yeah, and if we get a hole in one of those, we're super fucked.
Mm-hmm.
We could use that to make we could cannibalize maybe one of the staterooms to make a patch, perhaps.
Yeah, because if you happen to need the shuttle, you know, that's a little more important.
There's the raft that we were using, right? So.
Yeah, but it's got a limited range. The shuttle could get you to another planet. The G carrier not going to do that.
Well, then what about doing the G carrier, cutting a section of its hull?
You won't even have to do that. What you'll do is take off its door.
Okay, yeah.
Weld it into place. It's a lot smaller, price point when you have to go to fix it.
Okay,
you just won't be able to leave out of that door. You'll have to leave, through other places. When you do land, that door is it's not a door anymore. It's a wall.
For now.
Eventually, the engines, everything's functional. You can all get back to your staterooms, take a break. He says, the captain, Cobalt says, good work, everybody. I'll most likely kill you in the morning. No. Take 8 as in hours rest. But in the morning, we're going to have a serious discussion.
I suspect he too is now out of a job. So
You all make it to your staterooms, or in Eddie's case, back to Med Bay to see on his girlfriend.
All right.
Any last words before we call it?
Should we?
Trying to help our player that can't be here for a while wrap up her character arc.
Yeah, well, no, it may not work out. I don't know. Yeah, maybe I can later, but so
I have a quick question: is there
character's going to
psychic
go
healing?
to the bar and get a drink.
The still in a toilet. The bar.
Still from the toilet, I guess. Okay.
Well, before you get there, the captain says, "Don't drink that crap. Meet me at my stateroom.
Oh,
I'll hook you up."
that's sexual harassment.
Okay.
Of course, Constance and Azumi will be in the what do we call it? The common area, uh, serving up drinks as well while you guys are recuperating. Those of you who need medical assistance, I'll assume you got 3 points back between now and next week. Crafting, you will be out next week, correct?
Yep.
Raven, hopefully you'll be back. If not, we'll put you in cold storage or something. You know,
Good.
your character still has stuff to do. You still got stuff locked up here that they need, and you're not sharing.
Okay.
You mean cold storage as opposed to cold storage there, Justin? You can't spell. And that's where we'll call it for tonight. Nice work, guys. I thought the robots were going to tell you some new ones, but
Oh gosh, we got lucky.
uh, the big guys weren't meant for uh, this kind of combat. You know,
Oh,
Yeah, I have some pretty heavy-handed autocorrect on my end, so
notice that.
it gets a little loopy.
And Josh, we definitely need a picture of Raven blasting the colonel with the friggin' tripod. If you can manage that.
I just started. Here's I
I knew it.
I just posted one of her trying to move this huge gun just now on the reckless rant.
Because the way I'm picturing it for some dumb reason in Marvel comic style art, and I don't want that, but that's what my brain's doing.
Yeah, that's more like she's holding a giant cannon than a tripod,
Mhm.
but it's still cool. I like that.
Tripod one was yeah, it would just kept making these little like look like camera tripods. Oh, this one's better.
Nice work, everybody. Indeed,
Let's do
because
that.
one more hit and Raven would have been toast. If he hit her one more time with that knife, it'd have been all over.
Try pintle-mounted cannon. Oh, laser cannon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Laser cannon. That's a good one.
And he wouldn't have had to even do but like 3 points of damage for her suit to have been just her last resting place. That and the bulkhead.
Yeah.
Take care, Per. We'll see you next week. Everybody else, thanks for sticking around and playing along. This was fun.
Yeah.
You beat my ship up. You beat the shit out of my ship. You did more damage to the ship than they did. Cutting on it and blasting it with laser cannons and turrets and shit.
I'm okay with
Fucking
that.
pirates.
I'm not a pirate yet.
Well, you're.
I'm the captain now. I don't. Yeah, I'm not sure if we called my ship to come and rendezvous or not. Maybe I should
Well,
wait.
you couldn't because there was no communications.
Oh yeah. So
But you can try and get it to at least meet you if you like.
yeah, maybe meet us at Mars, just so that we have
Yeah, the
another
gray
option.
the gray hawk will
Meet me on Mars. What's that
Get your
line?
ass to
Man?
Mars.
Get your ass to Mars, Cohagen.
Pull some big
Crafting.
roadblock out
Hope
of
you
my
had fun.
way.
You're always quiet,
Yeah.
but nice work with the explosives.
Um,
Don't be sad. There'll always be a place in 2525 for you.
yeah,
Take care,
yeah.
Thanks.
Party on, Raven.
and hopefully we'll see
Yeah.
you Monday if all goes well. You can tell us about your new exciting career in alcohol dispensing.
Mm.
Yeah. Remember, you have to dispense it, not drink it.
It's
Oh,
for
okay.
them.
Someone's got to taste test it, right? No.
Yeah.
All right, guys. See ya.
Okay,
See
party
ya.
on,
See
Raven.
ya.
Party on. Yeah.
Are we sick? Are we gonna do a little more, or are we gonna?
No. We'll
Yeah,
stop
we're
it here. We went for what?
2 hours.
Hour and 30.
Oh yeah.
7:30 to 9:39.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't start right at the hour though, so
Yeah.
half
Yeah.
hour.
But uh, you got from here on, now that the ship is seaworthy again, it will continue on its path. And during the downtime, because it is going to take some time to get to Mars, we'll go over training where you guys can you'll get a role for trying to increase one of your skills, something that you used during this game, where it can go up a point. It's not easy, but you know,
That'll be cool. Get gun combat up.
or whatever you used.
I use gun combat and
Because
gunnery combat.
normally you can when you kind of have the hiccups when in like jump space or traveling from place to place, you can basically say, hold on a second. Say that you're training in one skill. You can pick a skill and say that you're training in that skill, and every week you get a chance to roll on it to see if it goes up. And it usually takes multiple tries at it. Someone will probably get lucky and roll high or something. But hold on. And if that works out, the skill will go up a notch, and you can even for next week, it'll be one of the skills you use. But from that point on, you can say, okay, in my downtime, I'm training at this, and pick something that maybe you need to work on um, to get it to a 1 or above a 1, or even get it to a 0 if you don't have it. Which there might be things you want to get better at, learn how to do, at least to some extent.
Yeah.
And you'll be landing on Mars next week.
Yeah.
Mars. I love it on Mars.
That's how they speak.
Just- no, I thought they all spoke in lines from Taylor Swift songs.
I don't know a single line.
Nothing in my brain. Mhm.
I don't know a single.
Did you see? We're rewatching The Magicians, and there's a scene where the one guy he can't control his mind reading, so every time he passes the main character, who has usually has a Taylor Swift song in his head, and he eventually gets trapped in a weird nightmare where he uses that to attract the attention of this psychic guy to save him
Yeah.
by doing a whole Taylor Swift ensemble.
It wasn't even like a good Taylor Swift song.
Let's take it off.
There is a good Taylor Swift
Yeah,
song.
it was Shake It Off in the thing, but it was. I don't know. I like Style. Style's pretty good.
I don't know a single one of her songs. I don't think if I've heard it, I wouldn't.
Her early stuff like Teardrops and Our Song were pretty good for what they were.
Okay.
A little juvenile, but she was like 16 at the time, so. A little older than that, but still.
Now, I wanted to try and include Owen, but there was like everything's down. You know, his skills are computers and electronics and stuff like that.
He could have shot something, missed, but I think he has some.
Try to hack into one of the robots, perhaps.
What he was trying to do was hack into the communication unit that the colonel was using to communicate with the robots. Because after he died, they had an order.
But the problem is it was a real computer and not a fake one, and he can only hack into fake computers because everything is like crisis actor and
you're not gonna let it go, are you?
Stay.
So you have to have watched last Thursday's episode because the robots had a kill switch order. If something happened to him, his life signs went down, they were to destroy the ship and everybody on board.
No. I was going on about like Alex Jones being a fraud.
Oh,
it's a false flag. This whole attack is a false flag.
Yeah, I don't believe. I do not believe.
Omen's character writing that this is a false flag.
I do not believe Alex Jones's writer ever existed. I think he hired the sister, as she's an actress. What was his name? Ron White? I don't fucking know.
Oh, the everyone says that what's the comedian? Gosh,
Yeah,
the one.
No. One of Alex Jones's writers was just killed in a.
Oh yeah,
car theft.
Well, they're saying it was like just he lives in a shitty neighborhood.
Yeah, and I'm saying the guy never existed.
That's possible.
I'm saying Alex Jones hired the sister to the woman to play the sister to drum up a media buzz for his gay ass radio show. His fake ass radio show that's based around harassing people who just had their families killed, with their children killed,
and harassing gay frogs.
No, the gay frog things I think were real. I'm pretty sure it was because I'm pretty sure Alex Jones knows firsthand that they're gay.
Yeah, he's sucking her dick. You like that
frog? He had a bunch of frogs in a room and he showed them his penis to see if they got hard or not.
Let me help you out
this
there.
This batch is straight. Bring another one in.
They're not turned on enough.
I can see why you're quiet, crafting.
You know that's fucking hilarious. You're having trouble not laughing. This batch is not gay enough. Bring the next one in. I'm American. I'm a red blood male. Buy some male vitality. It's a brain stretch.
Oh my god.
Alpha Force. Get your Alpha Force only 4 payments, $19.99.
Get your Moron Lobby t-shirt.
Yeah. Sandy Hook was Sandy Hook. My lawyer says I can't talk about that anymore, but Sandy Hook. Brain Force, male vitality. I got the papers. Look at my desk. It's a mess. The proof is here in the pudding.
I actually have colloidal silver somewhere.
I used to love pudding, but I'm on Osipic now. I miss pudding. Where's my rifle?
Pacific. Well, this one's kind of good, but
What?
looks Asian in it.
What?
I'm trying to make it just makes it like on a tight. It keeps. I tried Pinto. It didn't understand what I was saying. The tripod. It keeps making them like very spindly, like a camera tripod.
Yeah.
I
Say
hate it.
say high tech mechanical gun turret mount. Say bipod.
Say thick tripod maybe.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get it also. It also has it like mounted high, like it's like she's just standing.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it gets like one where she's like in a bikini.
That's okay.
It's okay.
Turret mount.
So it's a good one.
Yeah, what is she? She's in a 1940s spacesuit with nothing but a bikini and a fucking bubble helmet,
Yeah, that would be great.
gloves and boots.
Yeah. Oh. When spacesuits were good.
There
I
it
know,
is.
right?
Yeah.
I love that old retro stuff. I just picked up a game from 1977, absolutely beautiful condition. All the counters are unpunched. It's not even a book; it's a folder with a bunch of sheets in it, and a 16-foot freaking star map.
Oh.
At least that's what it
16.
says. 16 foot. I have to. I'm gonna go downstairs later and unfold it onto the floor and see
Yeah.
just how big it is. Um,
Man,
love
I wish Amazon did other things than just books for print on demand.
Mhm.
Because you know how fast I would get something like that made?
Oh, I gotta find a red pen. Hold on a second. The right deceased on Colonel Henry Montgomery. Rest in pieces. Or is he?
No, he's dead.
His twin brother.
You
No,
you said there would be spacesuit depressurization, and if you didn't say that, I wouldn't have described him as being pulled out of a suit like pureed meat.
Yeah, no. I've got new bad guys. There's a preview of the next new bad guy, thanks to Josh, as the thumbnail for this episode, which I will swap out for once again. We get the MVP award for tonight. Whoever the audience and you four think was the best player tonight.
I thumbed up this one image that you should use that has the spaceship in the background. And apparently, I have a tattoo on my pectoral and forearm.
Okay.
Or the one above it. I like the one above it too.
Oh, those. Yeah, they basically look like the actual gamers and not the characters we imagine ourselves.
No. Montgomery is deceased. We will not see him again. No clones, no twin brothers. Moving on. It's a big wide galaxy. There's plenty of room for new bad guys. But
that is until we get attacked by his uncles, brothers, fathers, cousins.
You killed my
roommate.
third cousin removed. I call vengeance. It's anime.
Shadow, did you see those? The ones that I posted in the Tréaveller campaign.
no, I haven't looked at any of the images. Give me just a second.
You
They go
killed
through
my uncle's cousin's brother's sister's son-in-law's neighbor. I swear revenge.
Let's see. We got what the hell? UFO, big
that,
rigs, and barbecue.
No, go to the Tréaveller one.
Yeah, I just saw. I had gotten a message.
That was
Okay,
just
that's kind of hot.
Scroll up.
Yeah, scroll up a couple. I'm not sure if you saw the other ones. I actually did.
I was looking at the ones you just sent me directly. Now there's more.
Is everyone just going to ignore she's got either a mechanical stool or a mechanical dick hanging between her legs?
Yeah, I
didn't
think
see
it's
that.
trying to do another leg, but you know.
Yeah,
Oh
third
dear
thigh
God!
syndrome is a well.
So Justin's character is being played by Stacy Keach off Ozempic.
Yeah, yeah. Do you want me to?
And
I
then there's a
like
couple.
it though.
I don't know if you saw the other ones above that. The
Yeah,
ones I did with the
just keep going
Colonel,
up.
which would actually might make great for last week's or this week's.
Uh huh.
The Colonel with the two robots behind him.
Oh my God, that does.
Stacy Keach. Yeah.
The blue bug-eyed version of Justin's character. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
with some sort of ray gun.
No,
Yeah.
no, no. It's the vacuum I used
No. It's the what is it? What do they call it?
sonic
No. What's that
drill.
blue light that they use to
Oh, you
disinfect?
mean the black light or the purple
Ultraviolet.
light? Yeah, it's an ultraviolet. It's space ultraviolet.
I saw a video or something the other day
No, just go ahead.
about like a sex robot that had an ultraviolet in her mouth.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
very strong.
yeah,
Very subtle.
yeah. The A team with the with Justin's character and suspenders.
Yeah, that's the one I like.
Yeah.
I like that one.
I think the top one's my favorite with Stacy Keach.
Yeah.
The one where he's in the trench coat.
Yeah, the baseball hat.
Yeah, yeah. I like that one too.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah,
exactly how I
I see
imagine
why
it.
you like that one because the blonde with the
Yeah, that's my robot.
I was thinking of
uh,
Azumi.
folks. If you're not a member of my Discord, please join it so you can see all these images. Because I don't know where else to put them that you guys will be able to see them. Nude
I
bad
guess you can
guys.
share on the screen.
No. Well, I mean they could be bad girls. Because I'm gonna have to have.
Well, they would if we're on Mars, they would have to be. They'd have to
Oh
be a
yeah.
faction of
Yeah,
like
I need lots and lots of images of Taylor Swift. You remember
in various militaristic uniforms
yeah, but
that are usually
just
red.
go do me the solid of go watch the old Golden Earring, my second favorite band in the world's Twilight Zone video,
Oh,
and
awesome video.
okay, yeah, that was a great video, especially the version where the girl is topless in the video back in the
Oh,
day.
you gotta send me that version.
Good luck
You know,
finding it, but yes, over in Sweden and Holland and whatnot, it was no big deal. The funny thing is uh, in Texas, they had to edit out the gun back in the day.
Yeah, that
you
sounds
know
good.
the interesting thing about that video is that is inspired by the Born Identity. The book was written about 10 years before the movies came out, and in the meantime, I guess when the movies came out, I guess the wall fell and all that kind of stuff happened.
Yep.
So the book has this like sort of Checkpoint Charlie kind of Cold War vibe to it from the book, and then that video is like basically if you look at it, you realize there's like a dead body. He's kind of like doesn't seem to know what he's dealing with. There's a mysterious woman.
Mhm.
The
They wrote some good stuff. They were a very interesting group of musicians, very hardworking. Uh, but I still have like 25 of their CDs to listen to. I got for Christmas everything they'd ever recorded, and I only made it up to their seventh disc. And they started literally like 1964 or some shit. It is weird. Like you guys remember the movie Spinal Tap?
Mm-hmm.
Remember how they showed clips of how they had their like hippie phase before they became metal and went through like every genre till they finally settled with metal. Uh, Golden Earring had that. I showed you that video with the freaking massive cowbell and all the weird freaking hippie stuff. Who was it? I think it was Mac who he clicked on the video, and after he said like 15 seconds, he noped out.
Yeah, I remember what was the other song they had another big song that was earlier and it had almost a glam rock feel though, like Radar Love or one of those.
Could be, could be. They had a lot of hits in Europe, just not over here. Uh, I saw them for their farewell tour in America, opening for Rush on the Signals tour, uh, and I've been a huge fan ever since. And to be honest, Twilight, not Twilight Zone, Radar Love is like that one song that if I never hear it again, I'm okay. Because they wrote probably 100 songs better than that, at least 50. But that was the one that got them, their first notoriety here at least. And it's a good song, but it's like "Don't Fear the Reaper." I don't ever need to hear that again. And
Where I can listen to veteran of a psychic war and survivor, and I think the next
Yeah.
song as well.
Yeah, well, a song Shadow needs to listen to is "Don't Fear the Meeper."
Meeper.
Yeah, it's I believe it is actually a real Muppet rendition of "Don't Fear the Reaper."
nice.
Okay.
They actually have in much older Muppets they actually sing "The Devil Went Down to Georgia."
Really?
Devil went
Yep.
down to Georgia. Is this a 3D
I swear to God,
gener-
if I heard freaking Elmo, and then told you once, you son of a bitch, I'm the best there's ever been, I would lose my shit.
No, it wasn't Sesame Street, but it was the actual Muppet Show,
Okay.
and they had made a Muppet a puppet specifically for that particular song.
Believe it or not, the Muppet Show. I probably wasn't even a fan of Bloister Cult at that time because I didn't discover them until I was like 15 or 16.
Mm,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and the album.
I like that.
What? Or Images
George. No. He found the music video.
of
The
Twilight
Blue
Zone.
Mirroring, somewhere about
Oh.
the middle.
He found the one.
Okay, you have to send that to me as
It's
well.
in
Reckless.
Reckless.
Yeah, about 3 minutes in is where what Shadow was talking about.
Okay, I'll watch it after the show.
1 minute and 51 seconds.
That would be that's what that's what that was that what you would
Okay, yeah. If you go back and look at a lot of old Cars videos, there was a lot of that as well. Um, I don't know what songs or anything like that, but I hear that they were not shy with that sort of thing. Um, I don't know.
What was that video from like 4 or 5 years ago? Blurred lines.
blurred. Yeah, that's Alan Thicke's son or something.
Yeah. Have you seen the blurred lines video, Shadow?
No.
No.
I just watched the weird Al Yankovic's remake of that was Word Crimes. It's freaking hilarious.
Oh
Yes,
yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that that song by
Okay,
him.
you want to watch the original uncensored blurred lines video, but don't bring it up on your screen.
No,
Actually,
I won't.
you probably could because the video is on YouTube.
Someone would have to send me the link, and I'm not gonna.
Yeah, but they would, and then and it would get flagged.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
The music.
show it. I'm actually gonna
Blurred
call it in
lines.
just a minute. I got church in the morning, and I want to get back to writing before I hit the hay tonight. I want to get a little something done because we've only got is Monday the 1st?
Tuesday.
I think.
Tuesday. Okay, that's one more day than I thought, but I still only have a little over 2 weeks to get all the rules, and I updated the God Wars files so that you guys can leave comments. if you have any suggestions, questions, ideas, things like that. Mind you, there's going to be more added to that as we start playing. The thing about random events and things like that will be there. Um, I'm thinking like once a month, each nation will get a random event. Something
Okay, I'm just gonna put it in reckless.
something generic and not like devastating, but something
You should make Jackie watch that video.
Yeah. No,
He'll go through puberty finally.
I'm sure he's seen plenty of things. He's 16. If he hasn't seen, something by now, uh, I would be surprised. But
Oh, God.
I'm not gonna be like like my old man and go, never mind. But
All right. I have to
and leave stuff
bookmark
like
that.
that lying around for him.
No, just have it play on loop on the main TV and
Yeah, it's bad enough. Some of the stuff that's on Spanish telenovelas. Sometimes just saying, especially later at night. Uh,
Was it you saying about like you went in like like these nuns or something?
yes, yes. Uh, they had this girl tied up, or well, it was one nun and the heroine or whatever, and she was all tied up, and the evil nun was doing the hot wax thing.
Okay, it's worse than I thought.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just like, whoa, you know.
that hot wax thing done properly can be pretty fucking kinky.
Is there
Well,
subtitles?
it was done properly. Just saying. I was just like,
Yeah, done improperly, not so much.
uh-uh. Yeah, some of those bits are pretty sensitive, and
Nah. You don't go that far. Just chest area.
yeah. That's what was going on, and it was. I was like, holy shit! I
Was
feel bad that I'm watching this. I was like, damn.
was she topless there?
I do believe so.
Okay.
I could be wrong. It could have just been my overactive imagination. But I mean, why wouldn't it be? I mean, if you're gonna go that far.
What you need to do is write that out, and then you need to build a provocation up to that, and then like some sort of resolution, and then like have three more things like that put together that are slightly less intense and more intense, and we'll call that a November story.
I knew you were going there, man. I knew you were going there.
Yeah, another piece for the Taylor Library.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I don't even remember the name of the show, but it was
Something in Spanish.
clearly, but it was like well after midnight,
That guys.
and I don't know what the rules are there for that sort of thing, but
I tell you, man, watch yourself some Red Shoe Diaries.
yeah,
You'll see how naughty your novella can be.
I'm certain of that. Oh, excuse me, guys. It's been a long day, long fucking day. It was all over the place today. I went to Costco for the first time today, and
did you get your membership, or was it one
Yeah.
of those free days?
no, it was a membership. That place is a freaking madhouse on the weekend.
Yeah, you want to stick to the surface aisles. Don't or is it ignore the surface aisles? Because the junk that isn't actually discounted is like there in your face.
Mm-hmm. No, I went up and down every single aisle.
Yeah. Oh, so you were there for 3 days.
no. But I did see some things that I will go back for. I like their snack bar. It's got a little different variety.
We
Definitely
need to
some
hit our
good
local
prices.
Costco more often.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna make that a thing once I get the third freezer, so that I just when I get the freezer installed, then I'll go back and just freaking stock up
Yeah.
on meat.
Do not buy meats normally. Wait until they're on sale and buy them bulk. Because
Mm-hmm. I was looking at bacon, ribs, and I saw lamb. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
You
you
know,
probably get a whole fucking lamb there.
and other stuff too. You know, not just
I'll
meat, but
take 1/2 kid, please.
yeah. And it was funny too because uh, I was looking at a 7 cubic freezer, and it was like $200, but then the 11 cubic foot freezer, which was a stand up, which has a smaller profile, floor profile
Yeah.
for space that it takes up, 11 cubic foot, uh, stand up with, like 6 or 7 drawers to make it even more organized. Because if it was one of the floor models, you got to dig through it to get what you're
Yeah.
looking for, and I don't want that.
Yeah, we've got one of those with the shelves, and it's annoying.
Mhm. It's like,
We
yeah,
used to have we used to have like the chest freezer,
yeah, that's
right?
what. Yeah, I don't want
The
that now.
You can
but
get more in a chest freezer though.
Well, seven
but
cubic feet versus 11. I think the 11's going to.
yeah, his the chest freezer he would be getting would be like the same width as the stand up
Yeah,
Okay.
fridge, but it would just be half of it
not even
uh,
half, like a third.
in height,
Yeah.
right? Um, we used to have the big fucking one
Oh.
that you could put like 3 dead bodies in
Uh-huh.
and still have room for your turkey.
That's what I grew up with.
Yeah, we had to get rid of it. It was just like, no, we're just losing stuff in the bottom of it.
Yeah.
It's not
I
worth
like
it.
the ability to keep it organized that way. Grandma can use it as well.
Yeah.
And just have different drawers for different things.
Yeah.
One drawer minimum is bacon. It's just fucking bacon. Sorry,
Yeah.
and that's going to be the
Poultry.
top one that grandma can't reach.
Yeah, and the one right under that is other kinds of bacon.
Yep. No
Yeah.
worries, Josh. Thanks. I'll talk to you tomorrow
So,
or
yeah.
Monday.
Whatever.
Crafting. Have a great week. Hope you're feeling better.
We'll see.
We're,
When
we're
I say roller
doing.
coaster, it's literally been, oh, I'm getting over this cold. Oh God, I'm sick. I'm
We
getting
are.
over this cold. Oh God, I'm sick.
Yeah, we are doing book club this Thursday
Yeah,
Okay.
because of.
my power
So
outage.
you can still catch up on that. I don't know if you've read any of them or listened to any of them.
I started listening to the first one. And it's like,
Yeah, the first one's not very good.
Well, the intro, no,
With the
and
weird dog creatures and playing. Freaking,
chess or whatever.
yeah, it was kind of stupid.
Yeah.
But I got to know why it was so popular and why there's like 11 books in the series.
Well, he just pumped them out. They sold enough. Right. I guess they get better.
yeah.
I've
So
even got the
Eh.
1980s like war game.
Well,
But-
yeah. Well, that's like that's literally like what GW does for their for their previous strategies, I should say. Flood the market. Somebody will buy it.
oh, he wrote them from the 80s to like 2005 or whatever.
Oh yeah, but no, I'm saying that's a strategy that's used throughout all sorts of
yeah, I can see it.
So over what's
and
that? 30 years, 40 years, 30
and
years.
11 books over 30, 40 years is still pretty darn fast. I mean, there aren't too many authors that do more than that, from my understanding.
No, he wrote other stuff too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wrote a lot of fantasy actually.
Yeah.
Okay,
Books
forgive
go
my
on.
ignorance, but that seems like a lot over that amount of time. Well, for real books anyway. I'm not talking about short stories. I don't know if these are actually short stories or not.
The first one is a bunch of short stories.
Yeah.
There's 11 of them. So,
And then
But,
the next book is like one solid novel.
Yeah. So yeah. Just like do one story a night, or well, it's too late for that. You'd have to cram. You do like one every 3 hours or something like that.
Yeah.
I guess you could do like.
And I'm going to put a community post
Thursday.
Monday. Give people some time to read it.
It's just 16 pages, right?
I don't want to do it over the weekend because it'll get lost.
116.
I,
So,
I just really wish it was on YouTube because most of the time the program I use is no different. It reads so slowly. It's like
yeah, just
do
do one
this.
story and then go do something else, and then
Yeah.
you know
All right, guys. I will see you tomorrow or Monday. Justin, I will see you tomorrow for the game.
tomorrow
Yep.
I will be invisible.
Yes. I will be looking forward to that.
And running at
I'm
Mach 10.
invisible. What? I'm
And running at Mach 10.
yeah. This guy's trying to tell me I can't run on water, and then I did the math. Guess I can.
I thought you had to be faster.
No,
I mean, or have bigger feet.
nope.
Good to know. Good to know. So, everybody, thanks for watching. Don't forget to, put your pick for MVP. Uh,
Uh it's either Raven with her turret or me with the turret or this guy down here with his C4.
mhm.
I don't think anyone else did anything remarkable. And me being the self-centered ass that I am, I think it should be me. But I understand hot chicks with guns sell
Hot chicks
more.
with big guns, just saying. Uh,
Yeah,
but I'm not
that's what
voting, so.
that's why I designed my X Files characters the way I did.
Mhm.
I need to name that. It can't be called X Files though.
All right, folks. Have a great evening. Enjoy your weekend. Get some gaming in. I know I will. And I will see you later.
Yeah.
See you, everybody.